Welcome to the E-Mini Thunderdome. We're live. It is February 25th, 2025. Market just opened up. Hope everyone's doing well. Don't forget to sign your contracts. If you're new to this channel, this is a live trading channel. Every morning before I trade, I sign a contract to myself, promising myself I will follow my rules. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. All right, as always, this is pure entertainment. Follow all my trades at your own risk, not liable for any damages or losses, or if you blow up any of your accounts, you're doing so at your own risk. All right, disclaimer out of the way. Okay, I'm a little bit bummed this morning. I missed the short of the high by 3 ticks. Got a short at 71.30. I knew I should have gone short at 26, and I was just being overly tight, and I missed it. And everything on? Yeah, everything's on. Let me know if I have any issues with sound. All right, let's get down to the business here. I was looking at a short here at 21. I think I'm going to take it. Oops, it's not. Oh, my ATM wasn't ready. And this short here. See how it paters. Risk trade always right at the opening. Market still hasn't usually it takes about 5 minutes to calm down, but it's just been hitting the lows for quite some time. So I've been looking at this short for a while, so I almost took it right as I turned on the computer. I should have. Because now it could be a pullback. But let's see. I'm not. How much am I risking? I'm only risking $480. A lot of demand at 40, so it may go all the way up to I don't want to extend my risk, but I think I'm going to. I think I may be above.
German CDU leader merge. It is ruled out.
And then if I have to, I'm going to go and add.
This is a complex task. German CDU leader. It is ruled out in the near future that we will reform step rate. It is a complex task, he says. I think you up put some points on that.
I may add that 36 if it goes against me. I missed it by 3 ticks that short. Oh my God.
House will vote on budget resolution on Tuesday.
And it was a set it and forget it trade. Last time I looked, last night, I believe it was, I think 11 o'clock or 10:30 my time. But it had reached, I think at that time, I think it was 19 or maybe 26. I'm not sure. Going against me, you know what? I think I'm going to exit. And I think I'm going to re-enter. I'll take a small loss. Come on, give me out. Ooh. Give me out. Move it one more tick here. $60 loss. Market did some crazy moves yesterday, and it was related to Iran. All right, I'm out.
I'm just going back.
$60 loss.
Shine down. She says that there is still no date to recall.
But I still may take this trade.
CL target.
Ooh, big sell order. All right, I'm gonna take it, and I'm just gonna deal with it. Just gonna deal with it. All right, here we go. Printed as a sell, but it could be a buy. Listen to my initial. Yeah. Man, I knew it. A little bit of FOMO there. That large order tricked me. That large order tricked me. As always, make sure that you have your notifications on because I don't trade every day live.
TLJ5.
I don't trade every day live, so but keep looking at your YouTube feed or your message. It's a lot easier to just get a notification of when I go live. If I'm having any video or sound issues, please. I would have, man, it would have been nice to wake up positive $2,500 already. I knew that was a good entry. I knew that was the top of the market. I just wanted that precise entry.
More for residential. So they have to deal with US by next Tuesday. Again, reminder, 4th March is the deadline for that. So she's indicating that she's aiming to close.
And we have no reports to worry about this morning, which is fantastic. Hopefully, if it keeps going up, it will stop at 37.
Going up to start the US Tech today at the bottom of the hour on the equity channel. We will be.
Well, now I'm risking
preview
600.
Cross stop on that rather.
I got plenty of downside targets. Market is negative 70. Tempted to add 3 more, or at least, you know what, I'm just going to go and scale out. All right. So I do have first target, a soft target here. So I always have a soft target and a main target. I consider a soft target an area that the market will most definitely hit if I'm right, but it could also stop there and reverse or pull back. Always a good idea to at least scale some out. If you're a beginner, you should definitely be scaling out so you reduce your losses in case you get stopped out. Good morning. I should have listened to my gut feeling and just waited. I should have re-entered. See what's waiting up there. Is there anything waiting? There's 101 waiting at 42. Oh. So 37 is pretty hot, in my opinion. 33.
More financial issues.
All right, I'm going to have.
People had announced a dollar-denominated.
Don't want to move the stop.
To
I'm actually thinking of lowering it to 35. Just get stopped out. I should be at. Oh man. I don't want to do this. Yeah, that was a little bit of FOMO. Still have that trade from last night in my mind. All right, need to get over that. Sometimes you all know that sometimes not getting filled sometimes is as bad as losing money. Friday, the market did a big move. If you didn't watch it, it had a range of $2.50. That is a major move.
And just to make you aware, HD Home Depot executives on call now post earnings. They expect organic sales for SRS distribution.
Anything over $1.75, a nice trending day. Yesterday, I think that the market should have been where we are now, but that Iran news kind of put a wrench those spokes and kind of screwed everything up. So just by how it struggled, it was in a channel for what is that, 3 hours?
CLJ5, iceberg-esque development.
close to 3 hours. It was inside of a channel. So either they were waiting for more news, or they were waiting for someone to step up and say, okay, here's 500 shares, let's go long. And nobody really did. It only moved after the market closed. I think it was half hour after it closed. Where is it? Yeah, closed here. And then at an hour after, then it started to make new highs. It took the regular trading hour to close for the market finally to go and make new highs. All right, here we are at 37. So it should fail here, but there's a lot of contracts waiting at 42. I was gonna go in and stream yesterday, but on Sunday night I started a stream, and I think it's because I also had Bookmap streaming, and maybe it was a heavy load on YouTube. Look at that, 37. I said 37 was hot, and it hit, and immediately sell pressure. So I should have went short at 30. So I should have added more but I didn't, because of all of those orders waiting at 42, which could be a magnet. But 37 could have been a good entry. Well, I don't think I can stream everything on YouTube. Maybe it's too heavy, because twice while I was streaming on Sunday night, I lost YouTube connection. At first, I thought it was my internet, and it wasn't, because the market was still on. So I think it was Bookmap. Then following day, yesterday morning, I had all kinds of issues going live. So I just say, you know what, forget about it. All right, so I'm $12,000 away from my target.
TLJ5.
Oh,
Iceberg Asset Development.
we need to get under 18. Can't get under 18. This may go to 40. Get under 18. I got a whole bunch of targets to the downside. First hurdle is 26. Now we have POC at 26. So if we can't clear that, it may want to go in the Pac-Man 42, eat up all of those orders. Hopefully those orders are sell orders. Yeah, 112, and it looks like it's all one player. On Bookmap, you could tell there's a little line that shows. So that is a strong position. He's letting everybody know I'm going short. So it looks like it's probably 100 lot is one player. He's making it known. If you come up here, I'm either buying or selling, or it's a stop. I see 41 through 43 as resistance. Maybe he's telling the buyers, if you come up here, I'm going to sell more, and you're going to get stopped out. So stop fighting, stop buying. It's too expensive. You don't want to buy. It's too expensive. It's either too expensive or too cheap, right? Having a hard time passing that POC. So immediate sell pressure at 37, but it couldn't really go anywhere. POC blocked it. We got the
TTW-5. Iceberg has development.
7 minutes till the market opens. ES and NQ and the other guys. I shouldn't have re-entered this trade. I should have listened to my initial gut feeling of waiting.
LJ5.
And here we go.
Iceberg has development.
Now it's 115 orders. I'm gonna make one last move. I am not liking making these moves. Shouldn't be doing this. Adding risk, but I made a mistake on the entry. So the truth of it is not where you enter, it's where you exit. But you gotta have enough money to move your stop, but you can't make it a habit of always moving your stop. I want to be right here. So I'm gonna have to take a chance on a full target. Now I'm risking a lot more, and so I'm gonna have to take a chance on that, and I may actually go even lower, but this could be a good start. So I'm risking 1,000 to make
LJ5. Iceberg has development.
1,500. So not the best, but not a bad reward. Could have been higher. Oh, he took it all. 200. And so there was a whole bunch of also hidden orders. So 224 orders just went through. Wow. But my last line of defense is 50. Otherwise, it's going to go all the way up to 60 and then all the way to 70. So 50 can't stop. If you're on the long, all of these are targets. Any streaming issues, join me on Discord. There's no delay. If delays drive you crazy, I'm just looking for a fail so I can go and add. Gotta always be careful with adding. Don't want to add to a bad trade. Scaling in, it's an advanced move. If you're on a evaluation, if you haven't already reached a comfortable profit margin, never scale in, because now you're adding your losses every time that moves
CLJ5.
moves against you, right?
Development.
All right, so that didn't really create a down impact. Looks like they're still buying. It's been already 10 days or more the weird openings. The market not following. We were negative 70. Should have went down to $1 and then maybe thought about pulling back. But I think it has to do a lot with the Trump era. We're seeing that the market really wants to be lower. If you haven't heard me say it, I'll say it again. I think that we should be in between $55 and $65. Prior to COVID, it was between 40 and 60. I believe that most of the average price while President Trump was president last time, I believe, was $45. So prior to COVID, the economy really did well with the barrels being under $50.
CLJ5. Iceberg has development.
That keeps going up. That 70 keeps looking better and better. But we have created a lot of volume here at the bottom. So all of this here is all volume. So this is a supply and demand area. So All right, I just had an iceberg of 150 printed as a sell. But I may have an opportunity to exit. That's the $1 million question. Do I exit or is it finally going my way? All right. What happened there? All right, okay, we just had that was weird. We just had the EOC move up to 40. Well, a lot of sell pressure before 50. May think about adding around the low 30s. Earlier, I really thought that 40 was resistance. Looks like it may still be. So I'm gonna do this just in case. And if I see a lot of selling, I'm gonna go and I just want to be ready. It may move quite quickly here to the downside. Well, this here is all profits. I did take a quick trade yesterday at the opening. So I'm actually up 450. Oh, look at that. As I said, look at that. That's a lot of selling. You know what? I'm going to wait. Oh, the ES just opened up and it's opening up borderline positive. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to add. I'm not, but it could be a good add at 32. First target 70, 69.96 or 97. I'm going to wait. It's a lot of sell pressure. I'm going to wait. So far, I'm just playing with the house's chips. I won't feel comfortable until I see a new high. A new low. So I want to see a run right through hot knife 26. Why 26? Because that was where you'll see move up from. So if it doesn't move right through, what's going to happen? POC is going to come down again. If it keeps farting around this area, it's going to bring down POC to this handle, and that's going to may again be support. So I want to see a hot knife right through the 20s, and I would like to see it go under 19 is where I had that line, I believe. So far, it seems like POC is acting as resistance. It's at 39. It moved down a little bit. Now it's at 38. So we need to pass the supply and demand area and go and find another supply and demand area. So it's always stepping stones from supply and demand to supply and demand. So you have high volume nodes and low volume nodes, and it will run right through the low volume nodes. It is your job to figure out where they are. But I could be wrong here because this is a, I knew something was wrong here. I want to be at 5 minutes. There it is. So we never know what volume nodes, what supply and demand area they are looking at it because it changes based on the time frame. So it's your job to figure out what time frame are they looking at, which participants are trading that day. Is it nations? Is it banks? Is it hedge funds? Is it a whole bunch of small guys? There are a whole bunch of prop firms out there that has a whole bunch of individual guys trading their own money. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the COVID oil trade. If you don't know, during COVID, for the first time ever, an instrument went negative. Crude went negative 40 ticks, $40 under zero. I've never seen that. Usually the market stops at zero, but during COVID, it went negative zero. And there was a group of traders out of England that made, I think, almost $1 billion. And they're just a group of people that trade together, but they're all individual traders. I think one guy made 300 million. They got investigated on because people thought it was fraud. So now a lot of them have stopped trading, and a lot of them are laying low. Yeah, they killed it. They made a lot of money. Woo. I'll bet a lot of people went long at zero, right? Oh, they can't go under. Then it goes $40 below zero. People got murdered. Yeah, that was a sad day.
TTW-TradeFinder, iceberg band.
Oh, POC keeps lowering. In a way, it's good, but it could turn into support. Right now, it's at 32. Well, nice movement at the open, and now we're going sideways again. Make sure you're trading with a stop. Any Trump news, any Iran news has really been hitting the market hard. Stop will save you from blowing your account. Believe me, your account will blow if you don't have a stops. I've had several big losses in my life because of trading with no stops. Real money, not evaluations. And I'm not liking this. If you have a chance, I would appreciate a thumbs up or leave a comment, just so other traders could find the channel. It's all based on the YouTube algorithm. Doesn't cost you anything. It just helps out the channel. We're stuck here in a little mini channel. Speaking of channels, we're either going to go at 50 or we're going all the way down to go and test 19. Next order is waiting at 50. There are 87 waiting at 70. Oh, my lines disappeared then. Okay, I need to remake. So that's a target. That's a target. So these are all potential targets to the upside. It needs to act as resistance. Not 100% sure, but this could be a wave either 2 up or a wave B up to then come down. It's not really clear. I usually go and check several other time frames, and it's not clear, but it could turn into either a wave C down or a wave B down, and it could test the low or maybe hit my first target of a 69.96. Trump news.
Deadlines, reiterating all they want is reciprocity and noting any further trade developments. Or we will still look at any further trade developments as deadlines do approach, they will be key. And as you're aware, later today, Trump is set to sign executive orders, and there will be a White House press briefing before that. In commodities, both crude and gold prices are lower, but gold is off the earlier lows. Paying more attention later in the week as we rely on Nvidia earnings on Wednesday, and do see US data on Thursday, Friday, the second.
If you haven't been paying attention, gold has been going crazy because of this threat of Doge going to Fort Knox. There's no gold there. What does it mean? Less supply, gold goes up, right? Well, gold traders have been just at it. Not a good time to be trading gold if you're a beginner. Well, that short at 33, 32 area starting to look better. That would be insane if it's empty. That would be a lie since the 70s, right? I think the last time that anybody has tried to go in there. I think it was a camera crew, maybe in the early 80s. They were denied access. I think maybe a congressman or a senator went with them. I mean, it's our gold, right? It's our tax money, it's our gold, so it's not the government's money. We have the right to know if there's any gold there. Right. This is decision point. If you listen enough to me, if I ever say decision point, it's an area that the market is either going to go short or long from here. Either going to go up or we're going to go down. So it could either be a long or a short from here. Or we go short, gotta be at least where I am. If you're gonna go long, I'll say you gotta be under, you gotta be at 21 just to be safe, or even lower if you can. You're welcome to follow any of my trades, any of my suggestions, but you're doing so at your own risk. I'm not liable for any losses or damage to anyone's account, evaluation, or PA. This is pure entertainment. I'm not giving any financial advice. Now it's stalling right there. A lot of no one really wants to commit. If we could see a 19, I think my trade, it's starting to go my way. I'll be happy and bummed at the same time because I didn't add at 33, but I don't, this opening here is quite trash, to be honest. These are the times that we learn, right? You're always learning from difficult trading situations. But it's also the time that you could pick up and start bad habits. So you got to really have that self-control. All about self-control, patience. A whole bunch of discipline books out there, books on habits. It's not a business that you want to fly with the seam of your pants. You need to be in control, especially your emotions, 100% of the time. Now I'm calmed down, but when I saw that the high is 71.26 and I had a short at 71.30, it almost put me on tilt. But I really wanted to go short. It was at 24. So when I woke up this morning, I started to process that. Man, I missed that trade. I can't believe it. Would have been up a whole dollar already. And I was going short 6 contracts, so $6,000.
Boosted -9, service efficiency +4.
So no one's stepping in, but we have institutional trading. They came into the scene at I'm seeing a lot of large orders. What is that? That is 3:30 a.m. my time, and then they also came in at the opening. So it's always good to try to figure it out if institutions are trading or not, because it will keep you aware of not standing in front of that train. You want to follow them. Their volume is what's going to dictate the day. Nobody wants to go against someone who has 100, 500, or 1,000 lots to lose. Because if they have that, they probably have more, right? So you don't want to go against them, you want to go with them. The trend is not always your friend, but most of the time it is. You're stuck in that decision point. Oh, fantastic. Let's see. I don't even know how to look at it. Where do I find that picture? The chat? Let's see. I don't see the picture. But awesome. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. Yeah, crude is the best. Crude is the best instrument, in my opinion, to go and trade. But the way I trade, you could trade any instrument. Come and learn here, so then you could adapt. But obviously, you should have your own way. But you always pick the best of people that you think are good traders. If you think I'm a good trader, then you pick up what you think that will help you, and then you add your own. Never think that you're going to trade exactly like someone, because you're not that person, Community chat. I see you saying good morning, but I don't see the picture. Chat room. I don't want to mess with it now. I'll look at it later, but congratulations. Oh, not the live room. Okay. I'll take a look at it later. Don't want to. But congratulations. That's awesome, man. Green is green. Good for you. Make that money. All right. Decision point is showing that the downside could be good, but I believe we need to get under 19 right there. Make a new low. You need to make a new low. Chances are the market will always make either a new high or a new low during RTH, but never both. Well, not never, but only about 10 to 13% of the time it will make a new high or a new low during regular trading hours. The only times that it will do that if there's a major war news, geo news, something big that makes the market go and change directions on a dime. Now, why do we need to go and clear this hot box? Because otherwise it could turn into a wave C up or a wave 3 up, right? So making a new low would kill that. Otherwise, this could be a wave B and then C up. So a new low would confirm that this actually could be that wave, the opposite, C down or B, I mean C down or 3 down.
Spending by price duration.
So that short at 33 is looking better and better.
ELJ5, iceberg beam.
Well, here comes the buying pressure. Now this here needs to turn into resistance. Don't want to see the market past 30. Take these. Want to see them up there. If I had added more, I would have definitely had scaled out at 97. So all of this here, but we need to think of everything, every possibility. So maybe the market is going to reject 70 and just boom, launch, because at the opening, the market wanted to go up, right? So maybe it would come down test 70 or a little bit under and then launch. So if you have some extra lots, or if you're on evaluation, you need to be chipping away, adding profits. So think about scaling out.
Okay,
we'll see you in a bit. Sorry if I delay responding to chats. If any of the old timers, subscribers, if there's ever a chance that you can answer one of, if someone has a question, if you know the answer, please do so, just so I could concentrate on trading. That's what we're here for. But I know that people like to interact. But the truth is, I'm not here to interact. I'm here to make money. A whole bunch of channels out there that you see a lot of interaction from the trader. I don't know how they do it. Probably better than me, because I can't do it. You need to have 100% focus, because every instrument is dynamic. It could change like that. News, iceberg, large order. 1 second may give you an opportunity to exit, you know. Maybe I'll see an iceberg, you know, so you know what? Stop to entry. I'm out.
98.3, Shan expected 102.5 and outside the forecast range. That's in fitting with expectations, but much softer than the consensus did 0.2. Coming in outside of the forecast range at 98.3 there for the consumer confidence figure.
All right, new low.
Immediate reaction.
All right, yeah. So that ad at 33 looks like it would have been an excellent idea. There's 121 orders waiting at 70. I believe it was 122
Iceberg has development.
at 42. So is this that same person?
CLK5.
Woohoo! 500,
Development.
700 in iceberg just hit. So there's my first target hit. Boom, boom, go, 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 go. Yeah, baby. 2,000. Boom. Just like that. Man. I'm gonna go. Yeah. All right, I'm done trading. I'm still gonna narrate, but I'm done trading. Yes. So $1,500. Well, $1,600 trade. I'm up 2,040. Now, what was that news? Oh, it was consumer confidence. Usually, consumer confidence doesn't move that much. I am quite surprised. Oh my God, I would have had a $3,000 trade if I would have added at 33. But I have to admit, I wasn't happy with the opening. I wasn't 100% confident. But I am very happy. Green is green. Make the habit of saying that. Green is green. It could have gone against me. I am extremely happy. Oh, yeah. Wow, that was nice and quick. Wow. So, yeah, it was an iceberg of 430, iceberg of 270, then a whole bunch of stops. All right, this could be the end here to the downside for quite some time.
Iceberg has developed.
0.9 down from 83.9.
What a beauty. Yeah, I am done trading. I think it's going to go sideways. It may want to return to the scene of the crime. I want none of it.
CLK5. Iceberg has developed.
I'm going to stick around for another hour, and then I'm going to go and feed Benny Boy. Actually, I'm going to go and take a break right now and let him go out for his first pee. If you follow me on that short, congratulations. If you didn't, there's always another opportunity. So I have,
Iceberg has developed.
excuse me, my next target to the downside would be, I would say, in between 50 and 40. What a beautiful trade.
CLK5. Iceberg bin.
All right, guys. Let me go and let Benny out, and I'll be right back. And there it is, second target hit. Knew the market's gonna have a little more here. I was tempted to bring that target lower, but I'm very happy. Can't complain.
ELK5, iceberg beam.
So that decision point was perfect. Look at that. Look at that. It was the only green bar was on that decision point. So if you recall, it said either long or short from here, and 10 minutes later, or actually started right after I said it, boom, all the way down. Not trying to show off, but you have to pat yourself in the back when you are in tune with the market. That is the whole thing. That is your edge, is when you're able to see what the market is showing you. And you only get that through screen time. There are too many traders out there that think that they're going to be able to make money right away, that they're going to be able to quit their jobs and do this and do that. No, you're not. Don't get eluded. Obviously, you should always have a goal. Oh, camera on, camera on. All right. So I'm going to quit at 8, but I'll sit here and I'll call anything else that I see. But I think that we have reached a little bit of resistance, but there's still room to go down all the way to 27. So next hit could bring the market all the way down to 27. We go. Let's see. This is how the market should have opened, but that is the challenging thing about crude, is that there's a lot of fake outs. There's a lot of fake outs. They'll act like, okay, we're going up, and boom, they're going to drop it right on your face. Not a bad trading day.
ELK5, iceberg asset development.
$2,000 positive. All right, this here has moved PLC down to 46. So it came all the, oh no, I had, all right. I missed a while, I was out, so it came down to 61 and then now to 46. But the big move was from when it was all the way up at 32. So it went from positive to negative. So now it may start to create some support. But again, I still have more targets downside, but I think we will start to pull back.
Iceberg beam.
I mean, we almost had a $75 move here. I mean, 75 cent move. That is huge. If I can go and find his BB's picture. Community chat. Oh, there it is. Oh, yes. This is trading with FlowBot or something. Nice trade. Congratulations. Fantastic. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't use Discord much, so I have not a hard time, but I don't know
ELJ5
how to use it yet. Awesome. Nice looking chart. Very nice looking chart. I like purples. That's awesome. Good for you, brother. Good for you. How do I get back to the live chat? There we go. Okay. All right. So here it is. Here's some pullback.
ELJ5 iceberg beam.
I think there's a big chance that we may go sideways or that we pull back at least to 75.
ELJ5 iceberg beam.
Right there. Oops. Well, after this big, huge move, market is still reacting to it. Look here to see. So it could have been consumer confidence. There was also at the same time some Fed news. Yeah, most likely it was consumer confidence, but that is not a huge crude mover. If you didn't jump on that, there's always going to be another opportunity. If you went negative, there's always opportunity to make your money back, but obviously you don't want to take another chance if you are close to that daily loss limit on evaluation, or if you're close to blowing your account. You got to be careful, need to be careful not to be on FOMO. That's the beauty of trading. There always will be another opportunity. I'm only trading my PA account this morning. I'm not trading my regular account. So I only made $450 on the PA, but I made a lot more on my regular account last night. So I am set on both.
You've broken out Nigeria Energy is operating.
So if you don't know, I trade, this is how I make a living. I trade my own live account. That's how I pay my bills. That's how it's my business. Juggling both at the same time. Last week I found it a little bit difficult, so I'm trying to not trade both while I'm live. But there'll be times that I just have to. So
TLJ5, iceberg being.
I won't question on Australia, but the response with
All right.
not so good.
They keep hinting that they want to go short again. So this here could be a solid hit right there. And then I think it will bounce. So I am not picking the bottom kind of, I'm not a bottom feeder or a top feeder, but it could be a good idea. Unless it's a really solid level, like last night, I really thought that in between 19 and 30 was support. I mean, resistance. I still have plenty of other targets underneath here, but there could be at least a pullback from somewhere in here. So it hits this and then it pulls back. Now I'm feeling a lot better that I missed out on that short from last night, but I could have been up $8,000 or more. Here we go. As I said, it started to move. Actually, it's a little bit higher here, a little bit higher. So there was a lot more meat left in this bone, but I'm happy that I'm out and I'm happy with the outcome. I don't know about you, but me, I need to be careful that I don't get overly excited so I don't FOMO into another trade. I already said that I'm not going to trade, but there has been times that, oh, okay, you know what, I'll take one more and then I give back and I give back more. And then it turns into a losing day. So I am not perfect. I make mistakes also. Right at that hot box. Oh, we're negative 160. I mean, hey, I cannot complain about being positive. $2,000. I don't need to take another trade. So pretty close to my 100 grand. $72 orders waiting at 69.
Next on schedule.
Here we are inside the hot box. Let's see if this holds or not.
They get approved to be 7 spots.
There's a lot more meat left on this bone here. Woo. Right, I would be careful now.
TLJ5.
If it keeps going, next is 69.
He said to be pushing for the US to remove Canada from network.
I think it's going to pull back now. I think that we may go all the way up to 40.
TLJ5, iceberg has developed.
I'm working on a study course to go and teach everything how I see it. All right, 100 iceberg just hit. I am looking at other things that
TLJ5.
Look at that. That I don't talk about. 300 iceberg. Okay, be careful with shorts now. Either of these icebergs is momentum to go and move this right through 69. I do have targets underneath 69. I think we are at support. I would be careful. I would be careful. I would be careful. I wouldn't initiate a trade,
TLJ5.
but if you were short, I would start bringing my stop down to profits or at least to entry.
At the same time,
Yeah, we're gonna see a pullback. It's gonna be a pretty strong one, guys. It'll be a pretty strong pullback. Maybe even 50 or 60 ticks. Very careful. So I see either 40 or all the way up to 60. But it may want to hit all those orders at 69 before it goes, but I'm seeing a pullback. I don't think that we will go much further below 69 before a pullback. I'm seeing it. If it does reach, it may go as far. It may go as far as here, but that's it. And then a significant pullback. So we've had 350 icebergs. Another 70 just hit. So 430 worth of icebergs. I believe that this area here is going to be a hot box. Going to be a supply and demand area. There could be an opportunity short somewhere in this box here. But I think the market's going to get quite tricky. I think it's going to get really full of traps. Well, here's that pullback that I mentioned. It could stop at 40 or it can go all the way to 60. Perfect world would be all the way to 70. And with all of these icebergs that just hit here, it could turn everything around. So all of these icebergs that just hit inside of this area here, it may be enough to change momentum to take this market all the way back to 70. or at least between I would say 75 and 90. Anywhere in here could all be a target to the upside. I'm gonna stay another half hour, guys, and then I'm out. I've been already streaming for an hour and a half. I'm gonna stream for 2 hours. That is plenty. Hopefully someone had an opportunity to go either take the short where I got in or at 33. If you did, fantastic. If you didn't, don't go into tilt. Pay attention to your breathing. Put your hand in your heart, calm yourself down, or best of all is step away for 10 minutes. Go make yourself a cup of tea. If you have a dog, go pet your dog, go say hi to a family member. Walk away so you can regroup. Be careful with drinking more caffeine. Caffeine gives you adrenaline. Adrenaline is very dangerous when you're trading. It will get you excited, and you could make a mistake. Beautiful move, huh? Wow. I love those quick target hits.
CLK5, iceberg
Well,
beam.
wasn't that quick because the opening, but as soon as it got going, that was awesome. All right, it stopped a little bit under 40. That could be it.
From the
Maybe I was wrong at 40. The low 30s. Maybe it still wants to go and hunt down those. Now it's 95 orders at 69.
4.6 now from 7.4.
Looks like it's still on that discovering new prices. In the business, we'll call it, when it starts to make new highs and new lows, we'll call it discovering new prices.
CLK5,
It's seeing
iceberg beam.
where the market can go, where it's finding resistance or support. So it seems like it's not finding.
CLK5, iceberg beam.
Seems like it's not finding resistance to the downside. So it was a small pullback to 32 instead of 40. Now a whole bunch of icebergs again. So are these icebergs to go and move it through 69? Or is someone trying to block 69? Very risky area to initiate a trade. It could be a Elon Musk launch from here, but the way that's finding second. The way it's discovering new prices very easily, I would be careful with taking along, especially when there's 88 orders waiting at 69. But I do see a pullback gonna happen. So my next target on the downside, I would say it's 96. So orders waiting at 69, and then 96 would be my target. It wouldn't be 69, it would be 96. Ah, well, sorry, Luca. That's a lot. 50%? Ah, man. Sorry. But you're green, right? You made money. So green is green. Green is green. Yeah, I'm working on an ebook. I'm working on a course. I'm gonna call it the cat's out of the bag. I'm gonna give everything. I'm not gonna hold anything back. I'm gonna go and show everything of what a professional trader does. A lot of work, so, and I'm not doing it every day, so it may take me some time to get it done, but in the future, I should have something that explains everything, how I get these targets, how I see these resistance zones. It'll be a game changer, and it will work for any instrument. Yes, I'm going to go into every detail of my strategy in my course. I'm going to have everything. Everything. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I had a little more meat from that bone, but I am happy. $2,000, you can't. And nice trade on you also. That's a nice looking chart. Those colors are beautiful. I also use purple and magenta in a lot of my charts. I did, yeah, I did.
CLK5, iceberg being.
No, I saw it. All right, so it hit. It took all of those orders with an iceberg. Oh, look at that. One tick above my next target. Let's see if it holds here. I mean, I still have more to the downside. Man, I got stuff going. I have more targets to the downside than I do to the upside. But we need to be careful. The market comes a time that it reaches a point that needs to pull back. So I'm not saying it's done discovering new prices on the downside, but I just believe that we're going to have a major pullback. It'll be 50 to 70 ticks. Wow, look at that. It'll be pretty cool if I had the low. That was my next target. Right there. It'll be awesome if I got that right. So I'm seeing a pullback to anywhere in this area here. Just hit big old stops. If you haven't noticed yet, CL is a instrument that they can't hold a level as much as ES and NQ, especially ES. A major number on ES really holds, the most it will do will go on under 2 ticks to go pick stops, and then it launches. CL it can go as much as 6 or 10 ticks underneath. An example, 69. So even though there's all of those orders waiting at 69 to hold 69, usually it goes through anywhere between, I would say, 6 to 10 ticks. So here's that pullback. Let's see how far up. I think somewhere up here. So we were almost negative $2. You need to keep an open mind that there's still enough targets to the downside.
TLK5, iceberg band.
If we could hot knife that 32, so now that's turning into resistance.
TLK5, iceberg band.
At a 200 iceberg at 20. Are they buying back? This huge move. That's gone. I don't need that there.
TLK5, iceberg band.
Now, if there's more meat left on the downside, there could be a short here at 12. Because it found resistance there, so there could be a short. High risk trade, but there could be a short. Now, you need to have enough room to have your stop above 33, but there could be a short. That 200 iceberg just hit. Still a lot of targets to the downside, but if you're inclined, if you think that there's more meat left on the bone, then it's going to go all the way down to 85, or it's going to go all the way down to 66. I am done trading. I don't want to give any money back. But 85 is pretty hot.
TLK5, iceberg band.
But I could be completely wrong about the pullback. Maybe it's too soon. But I see us sometime today returning to these levels. Maybe I'm too soon, but we will see these levels sometime today. I've got a little pinky nail. Obviously, my crystal ball is always out of battery, so I don't know when. I definitely see a pullback somewhere here. But if you think that we're still going to discover lower prices, a short in between 13 and 11. Right now it's decision point. So I called the decision point at 33. I'm gonna call decision point here at, well, inside of this box here. Decision point. Either the market's gonna go up from here, or we're gonna see a new low. So same thing I called up here, 33. I'm calling again right here. So either a pullback of 40 ticks, maybe even more, or a 50 to 60 tick short. Now, yeah, here we go. So on the upside, first major resistance would be 21. If it goes above 21, there's a huge chance that the long is dead. Well, I didn't call a long. I said there could be a pullback. I did call a short, but not a long. So this would be a trade that I would think about taking. But I didn't pick a bottom. I didn't say, okay, we are done on the downside. But I do see a pullback to this area. When, I don't know. But I am seeing a lot of these icebergs and a lot of resistance. And this is why there could be more room to the downside. But I think it's a high risk trade. If I was to take it, I would have to completely be okay with taking a loss, not risking if I had small room on an account. It's a high risk trade. see the market's having a hard time taking a side. So it could be a trap, either way, a bull or a bear trap, either way. No one is stepping in, or at least it's a fake out. Now, who's doing the fake out? That's your job to figure out. What are the clues showing me? I know that we need to pull back, but is it too early? Is there still more room? Is there another supply and demand area to the downside, or is it going to go and find supply and demand area on a pullback after such a long move down? The only issue with the short, why I would have a hard time taking it, even though it could be a beautiful trade, is where do I place my stop? If I was going to take this trade, I would have to have a minimum stop at 27. That would be the bare minimum, would be 27. But then it starts to go and creep into the pullback area. And this is why I would be afraid of taking this trade, is because there's so much room for the pullback that I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'm gonna move it one more tick and then get into that moving stop, which I wouldn't want to deal with. And you shouldn't. If you're a beginner, you should get used to having losses. I've been doing this for such a long time that, you know, I still get affected, but not as much as I did in the beginning, because it's all part of psychology. If you get stopped out, most people think, oh, you're stupid, you are wrong. And nobody likes to feel stupid. So then you start to move your stop because you don't want to be proven that you're wrong.
CLJ5, iceberg has developed.
And then you start this trend of bad habits of moving your stop because you don't want to feel stupid because you got stopped out. Stopped out, it could mean that you're wrong. But it's impossible to always be right. So you need to get used to getting stopped out. But you want to get stopped out with real money, not sim trading. Sim trading is detrimental to true trading.
CLJ5, iceberg beam.
Everybody has a, sorry ladies, has a third ball when they're sim trading. You're always more confident. You're always, so, you know, get a cheap evaluation. Use my discount code. Go get yourself a $30 50K evaluation. When money is on the line, that's how you learn. If you're gonna get an evaluation, use my coupon code. Doesn't cost you anything and it helps out the channel. So if you do, I appreciate that. All right, POC just moved down to 14. So move down from 45 to 14. So starting to look like it may be creating support, but it's the middle of the bell. It can go either way. This is why I'm calling this decision point. It can go either way. Up to you to figure out what the market is showing you. believe all of this is a hot area. See if I could really figure out where it can go. It's a tough call, but I see it going maybe all the way to 70. But when? That is the $1 million question. When is it going to pull back? I'll bet a pinky that we're going to go somewhere in here, like sometime today.
Get back to
Big five.
the remaining
I
bread,
suppose
we
we-
don't use much more. It does still leave the amount right without five.
Yes, I've missed many days trading. Not a lot of traders are watching. But again, I'm not here about the stream. I'm not here trying to make money off of YouTube. So I don't care. But it would be nice to be able to teach and help as many people as possible. But I am not about clickbait and YouTube thing. It's not how I make my money. But it feels good when I'm able to go in and teach and help the community. But I'm not going to go and trade every day for the sake of trading. I'm not going to sim trade. So it is what it is. I think the channel will grow. But if I don't see a lot of growth, then I may close the channel down again, because this does take away from my regular trading, my account, and also from my reaction time. You know, maybe I would have gone short at 33. I would have added more. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. If you know any traders, tell them to come and join us. But those two things are very important. You don't have to trade every day, and you got to get used to losses. If you can manage those two things, my friend, I guarantee you are on your way to being a better trader. Guaranteed. You'll be farther ahead than many traders, even people who've been trading for a long time. This is the beauty of electronic trading. You're not on a clock. You're stating it's like Uber, you know. This is exactly like Uber. You can, you're your own boss, but you have to have that psychological control. Look at that. Exactly where I called decision point. We are going sideways. Something big's going to happen. Hopefully, you're on the right side of the move. Hopefully, you chose the right side. If you didn't, then there will be another opportunity to make your money back. Sometimes it's not on the same day, but never forget, there's always someone who's going to take the opposite side of your trade. And you'll see moving down is not helping. like there was a little more momentum to the upside when USD was at 46, was at 45, 40s, 45. Maybe it's
iceberg again.
I was just about to say, maybe it's acting as resistance, and here we go, starting to move down. Right, they added 50 lots to 69. All right, guys, I am done. I appreciate you all watching. Hopefully you learned something. We should get a thumbs up. Leave a comment on the regular video, because I don't think comments here help as much as on the regular video. I appreciate a comment, good or bad. I don't care, but hopefully you learned something. All right, I am done. Let's see if there's anything tomorrow. Tomorrow is crude inventory, so it should be challenging day. So there's crude at 7:30. There's new homes at 7. This is all Pacific Coast time.
K5.
And here we go, guys. Short at 11. Now, as I said it, boom, it started to move down. So first target going to be all the way here at 85, 84 area. And then it may go as far down as 62. So all of this here is all of this here is all target. All right. Thank you for watching. Most likely I will trade tomorrow. Hope everyone made some money. If you didn't, there'll be another opportunity. All right. Thank you. I'll see you live in the Thunderdome. Best of luck, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.